Well, there goes Shy Guy. And we got it! Sweet.
Only 3 turns.
Alright, now we have 3 more turns left to go. Shy Guy's gotta get a 6. Let's head back to me, and thankfully I do have enough coins for what I need for the next star, so gotta use one of my mushroom tickets here. That was the last one of them that I had. So with this, either way, we'll be able to get to where the star is, which is very, very helpful. And I'm going to roll a 6, and we have 5 in that mushroom for a total of 11. I do not want to call Steamer over here right now. And with the amount of coins that I have, I'm going to have to pass and buy something on the item shop right here. Because otherwise, if I do buy something over there, I won't have enough money for that star. And I'd rather get the star instead, because we have to try our best here if we want to try to have an opportunity here to win this game. And the next star is right there. Okay. I need to think here about where I want to go. We could go to the right so we can get to Waluigi. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Alright. So it's time for our showdown mini game. Alright, time to play Waluigi's Pinball Arcade. And we also do get an advantage on this one as well. Alright, let's do it.
Start.
So while we are actually doing this showdown minigame, I like to point out right here that something very exciting that happened recently back on April 2nd right here, like around a week ago right here. We had a Nintendo Direct for the upcoming release of the Nintendo Switch 2, which was very, very nice. And from what I've seen out of that, there are some pretty big announcements that I was really excited about on the upcoming release of that console right here. And thing that I do want to point out right here, since we are actually playing this particular game right now, is that this kind of game is actually going to be on the Nintendo Switch 2 as well, but with some new features that they're going to have right here. It does look pretty nice right here for what they're going to offer right here in terms of that. But while it is very, very cool that this game right here is also going to be on the Nintendo Switch 2, I'm not really too sure just yet if I'm going to get it on there or not, but we'll just have to wait and see. Along with this particular game, some other games that were also released on the Nintendo Switch are also going to be on the Nintendo Switch 2 as well, from what I've heard. Basically, some other titles that I have heard about that are going to be on that particular console as well are going to be The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and Kirby and the Forgotten Land. So that's pretty cool right there for what Nintendo's going to be doing with those games. And I find it pretty interesting right here that Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is going to be on the Nintendo Switch 2, because it's already been on 2 previous consoles before right here. It was first announced on the Wii U so long ago, and they made it a launch title for the Switch. And I literally just cannot believe that they are bringing it to the Nintendo Switch 2 as well, because it's literally going to be on 3 different systems now, which is pretty insane. And I find it pretty interesting as well that they're going to have Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom as well on the Nintendo Switch 2. So literally 2 big Zelda games that were on the regular Switch are going to be on the Switch 2 as well, which is pretty cool. Anyway, so we're going to get that win right there with a total of 674 points, and we now have Waluigi as an ally. And with Kirby and the Forgotten Land being another one of those titles that's going to be on the Switch 2 as well. It's one of my more recent games that I did get last Christmas, along with this particular game that we are playing right now. And looks like we're going to get 12 coins there on that lucky space. And Kirby and the Forgotten Land, that's going to be on the Switch 2 later on, right here. Is also going to have some new features as well that I'm really looking forward to. So I'll have to see about getting it on there as well after the system does come out. And I also managed to get a warp box on the second time right there that we had the lucky space triggered. And looks like Luigi is riding the train. And there are some other very cool announcements right here that I'm really looking forward to right here from what I've seen on the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct that I do want to talk about. One of the big things that I'm very excited about is GameCube games now being on Nintendo Switch Online. That's something I've been wanting to happen for quite a long time after the Nintendo 64 games were first added to the service. But what's even more exciting is that there's going to be some GameCube games that they're going to have on the service that I've been wanting to get for a while that I will be able to chance to experience right here. Some examples do include Soul Calibur 2, F-Zero GX, and Super Mario Strikers. Those kinds of games I've been wanting to get on the GameCube for so long right here, and for the fact that they're going to be on the Nintendo Switch Online service, I'm definitely very happy about that, because it will give me a chance to try those games out for myself right here. So I'm definitely really excited about that for sure. Anyway, Sandwich is our next mini game we're playing here. And some other cool games that they're going to be adding to the GameCube application here, once that does get added later on in the future right here, after the Nintendo Switch 2 does come out, right here, are Super Mario Sunshine and Luigi's Mansion. Those games are definitely very fun for what I have experienced out of them, so it should be really cool to play them on the service after the GameCube application does get added. But certainly, we cannot forget about a big announcement right here that happened on the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct that happened recently, where they did give us some more details on the new Mario Kart that's going to be coming out right here. We'll talk more about that in just a second. but right now we have 2 more turns left. So basically, in terms of the new Mario Kart, they did confirm a new name for it right here. So basically, the new Mario Kart that's going to be coming out is going to be called Mario Kart World right here. I do think it sounds pretty cool of a name for what they're going for on that. And in terms of what they given us for further details, so right here for that particular game, basically there are some new modes that they're going to have right there. Of course, they will still have the standard Grand Prix, and something new for a mode that they're going to have for that is it's called the Knockout Tour, and from what I've seen on that, I think it's got a very nice concept of what they're going for right there. Because apparently what Knockout Tour is all about, from what I have seen in terms of it, it's going to involve this thing right here, where you got to get to some checkpoints right here, and you have to try to at least be in a certain position to continue on the race. I really do like the concept of this, so that kind of mode should be very, very fun. And before I talk more about some of the details right here for what they showed us on Mario Kart World, I need to think right here about what I want to do right here on this move. Okay, so according to what I see right here, Shy Guy is kind of close to the star here, so I think I'll go ahead and give my warp box a shot and hope that I warp to where Shy Guy is. Okay, that works. Now I just gotta hope that I roll high enough right here. I have to get a 9 or a 10 right here if I want to get the star, but let's see what happens. Alright! I barely rolled up high enough right there. But I'm only going to have enough money to get 1 star right here, just barely. So, at least it's better than nothing. But anyways, getting back to what I was saying on Mario Kart World, I was just talking about the new Knockout Tour that they're going to have right here. That does look very, very cool on what they're going to be going for. But there's also something new that they're going to be offering in terms of that game right here, where there's going to be like an open world right here. That's something different that they never have done before in any previous Mario Kart. So basically there's going to be like a little free roaming mode right here, and it will basically allow you to drive anywhere out here. It sounds pretty cool right here for what they're going to be going for in terms of that. Alright, well, I did get myself a swap mirror and a mushroom, but I got too much items, so I think I'm going to toss away my skeleton key. And then also right here, they did confirm the release date for the Nintendo Switch 2 right here. And as for when that's going to be coming out, it's going to be releasing on June 5th of this year. And believe it or not, the day on when the Nintendo Switch 2 does come out, it's actually going to be a day before my birthday this year, which is pretty epic right here if I do say so myself. And looks like we're playing Lightweight Battle for our next mini game. So while it is pretty cool right here that the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be coming out a day before my birthday this year, I don't really know if I'm going to get it around the time when it does come out right here. The reason why I'm that is because it's going to be at a pretty high price after it does release right here. So I I think it might be likely right here that I may not get the Switch 2 on my birthday, but maybe there will be a better chance that I will get it later on Christmas, but you just never really know when I will get it right here. But either way, though, still pretty excited for the system coming out for sure, and I do hope all of you guys as well are really looking forward to it as well.
You got a star.
But anyways, Shy Guy just got himself a star right there. Alright, anyways, the next star is right there. And by the way, we are on the last turn right here, just so you guys know. Okay. Anyways, let me go ahead and check the board here and see what I want to do. Okay. So I think what I would like to do here is to bring out my swap mirror. And looks like I'm switching places with Shy Guy. And we get a 5. And that was actually kind of a nice move that I did right there, because since I passed Shy Guy right here, while I had Waluigi with me as an ally, we took some of his coins, and that actually made me knock out an achievement right there. That was really, really nice. Alright, so because this is the last turn right here, this is not really much of a good idea for me to spend some of my coins right here for a steamer ticket. Alright, 4 for Luigi. Alright, so Koopa's gonna use his custom dice block here. He's gonna go with the 10. Yeah, it makes sense, so he can get the star either way right there. So now Koopa has 2 stars.
You got a star.
And looks like the next star is right there. But there's no way any of us are getting to that. We of course can't get any items on the last turn. And it's time for our final mini game. Alright, we're finishing things off with 1 versus 3, and I'm paired up with Shy Guy and Luigi. On again, off again.
Start.
Oh, there goes Shy Guy. Oh no! Dang it, I kind of messed up. And Koopa beat us! Oh well. That's okay. Excuse me. Alright, but anyways, let's go ahead and head into the final results, and then we will see who our winner is in just a moment. Alright, so here's what our star distribution looked like throughout the game. So let's see what bonus stars we have here. First bonus is the Slowpoke bonus. And that's going to Luigi. And let's find out what the second bonus is. The minigame bonus. I think that's gotta be me. Yep. Alright, let's see who the winner is.
Come on. Oh.
It's me! How about that?
Congratulations.
We certainly played a great game right there, that's for sure. Alright, so let's see the rewards that we got here. I got the Mini Game Award, Shy Guy got the Hidden Block Award, Koopa got the Item Space Award, and Luigi got the Balance Award right here. So we ended up with a total of 4 stars, which is very, very nice. And that was very amazing of how we managed to get this win for Nick right there in this segment. So definitely very proud of myself for that. And I bet Nick himself will definitely be very proud of me for that as well. So anyways, now let's go ahead and check out our detailed results before we wrap things up for the segment. So, Shy Guy landed on the most blue spaces. I was the only one that landed on a red space this game. I landed on the most lucky spaces. Nobody had any unlucky spaces this game. Koopa landed on the most item spaces out there with 3, while the rest of us had 1. I was the only one that landed on a Bowser space. Shy Guy landed on the most event spaces with 2. Me and Luigi had 1, and Koopa was the only one that didn't even land on a single event space. Nobody had any chance time spaces. And Shy Guy and Luigi had 1 versus space, so me and Koopa didn't land on any of them. And let's go down to the party results here. I won the most minigames by 10 right there. That's very impressive. So I did manage to win both the Showdown minigames that we played. So I had shopping right here by 2 over Shy Guy and Luigi. I ended up using the most items with 11 while all my opponents used 6. And looks like I did travel the most spaces with 124. And it looks like Luigi had Slowpoke by 8 over Koopa. And I did use a reaction right there, even though I wasn't even trying to do that, but like ours, it just doesn't really matter on them when you're playing by yourself. But anyways, what a great game this was, like I said, and I'm glad that's really turned out to be a lot of fun. And I also did manage to knock out an achievement as well. So it looks like I got 1,000 party points out of that. So I'm 3 achievements away right here from getting my player rank up. Alright. But anyways, that is going to do it for Super Mario Party Jamboree for the Nintendo Switch as part of my 300 video special for Nick the Enlightened. But we still have 3 more games left to play, and I will see you all for the next segment right after this, so stay tuned.